Yeah, hi there. In this quick lab, we are going to cover IAM, so which is Identity and Access Management. This is quick lab GSP064. So let's start the lab. It's going to cost 1 credit. Okay. So in this lab, we are going to get 2 user accounts instead of one because there will be 2 different users with different permissions and the roles. So let's connect to the Google console using these 2 accounts respectively, opening it in incognito mode. So I have opened the first browser in which I am connected with the user 1, and in the second one I am connected as a user 2. So just to confirm, if I see user 1 is 00B80F4, so if I go here and just click here, I see the user 1 is 00B80F4. So this is user 1. Now we'll go to the second browser where I am connected as a user 2. So user 2 email ID is student 00F8AE. So this is student 00F8A. So this is user 2. So I'm connected with both 2 users. So let's move ahead with the lab. So as a user 1, I'll go to the navigation menu. I am an admin and IAM. Let's go to as a user 1. I'll go to IAM and admin. So we have admin, identity and access management, identity platform. Let's open this. Okay, it is present under access IAM here. So if you scroll down, so you will see identity and security. Within identity and security, there is access, and go to this IAM. Similarly, we will open it for the user 2 also. I'm going to access, which is under storage. I can also type here IAM, so that will be quick. I am an admin. Okay, so this is user 2 and this is user 1. Now what does the lab say? So if you click on the add button at the top of the page, so as a user 1 we can see this add button is enabled. As a user 2 we see this add button is not enabled, it is disabled because user 2 doesn't have permission for this action. So obviously user 1 has permission, that is why it's enabled. So if we filter here, since our user 1 is created with this account, so if I scroll down, I'll see these are the 2 users. So this is the user 1 which is created, and it is having these many roles, that is editor, owner, viewer. So that is why we can see this plus button is enabled, because this user can add can basically add new resources and perform operations on it, whereas the user 2 it is having only viewer permission, so you don't see add button activated for the user 2. So this is what our lab says. Let's go ahead. So what they are going to do is, now we are going to create a bucket as a user 1. So in the connecting as user 1, we are just going to create a bucket. Okay, let's quickly do this. As a user 1, we are going to, I'm just going to type storage, yeah, and let's create a bucket. Going to create a bucket. It has to be a unique name, so let me copy this and let's add bucket underscore by underscore user one underscore 01. So that's my name of my bucket, and let's create it. So the bucket is created as the user one. So this is done. Now we can upload a sample file to this bucket. Let's say we have a file called as any text file. We are going to upload it, and we're just going to rename it as sample.txt. So let's say we create any file. I just simply go to Notepad and I create a dummy file, and I'm going to save this file as let's say some dummy file under downloads as dummy file dummy.txt. I've just saved it and close it, and let me upload the file. Let's go to the download dummy.txt. The file is uploaded. Now we have to, this file is uploaded. Let's close it. We'll be renaming it. So just click here and rename it as sample.txt, because this is what our lab says. That is, we have to rename it as sample.txt. So this is done. Let's quickly check the progress. This is done. Now we have to switch to the user 2. Okay, let's switch to the user 2. So this is the user 2 console, and we go to the storage. So storage is there, and go to the browser, and let's see if we can see the bucket or not. Yeah, you can see the bucket. Click here. Inside the bucket, we can see the sample.txt. Okay, so now this is done. That is, as a user 2, we are able to go to the storage and we can view the file. Now remove the project access. So switching to the user 1, and we are going to remove the viewer role which is granted to the user 2. So let's go to switch over to this user 1, and let's go to IAM, identity and access management, and we will just select the user 2, and under this edit member we are going to delete this role, and let's save it out. And now if we go to user 2 in the navigation menu home, let's go to the home. Now as a user 2, let me go to storage again. So if I go to storage, cloud storage, let us see. We should not be able to see that bucket, because what we have done is we have removed the viewer role for this particular user. It's going to take some time. Let's wait for it. Okay, so let's check the progress. Remove the project access. This is done. Now add the storage permission. So we'll copy the user 2 name, and what we are going to do, connecting as user 1, we will grant storage object viewer permission. So earlier that particular user was having the viewer permission. Now we'll be very specific that we want to give this viewer permission only for this cloud storage, not for anything else. So let's do that. So we are connected as user 1, and we are going to click on add. Now member is user 2, and we are going to select a role which comes under storage, cloud storage. So let's quickly scroll down. We should see cloud storage. It's in the alphabetical order, so somewhere. Yeah, let's go to cloud storage, and under the cloud storage we are going to grant storage object viewer role, and just simply save it. Policy is updated. It will take some time to reflect. Let's go to user 2, click on home, and after that I'm going to click back to the storage. So let's click on the storage if, as a user 2. So as a user 2, we can launch this active cloud shell. So once the cloud shell is launched, then we will be using this gsutil command to see the contents of the bucket. So as a user 2, let's run this gsutil command. gsutil ls-l gs google storage : / name of the bucket that we created. So just to confirm, this is as a user 1, we can quickly go and copy the name of the bucket, come back to user 2 cloud shell and just hit enter. So we are able to see sample.txt file. So what we have done is we have granted the view permission to the user 2 only on the storage at the bucket level. So he can only see uh, only the resources which are there within the bucket. So let's check the progress. This is done. So all the tasks are completed in this lab. We will end it. Thank you.